Guys, so it is 3:33 p.m. I've been running busy all day, team meetings and just a bunch of work, but I just got the video done within the last hour. It was taking too long to upload to the Dropbox, so here I am about to drive this bad boy to deliver this video to Luigi so he can edit it and get it out for day 5 of wholesaling houses, of 30 days of wholesaling houses. So this is what we got to do sometimes. We're running late, but I promised you guys we would post every single day this month, and here we are. Let's go get it. Let's go get this SD card to Luigi. Let's go. All right guys, update. We made it to Tempe to drop off this SD card so we can get you day 5 today. So this is what we got to do sometimes, just drive the Lambo and dip and get this out to you guys. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's go. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 5 of our 30 days of wholesaling houses. Welcome back. Excited to deliver another lesson, another video to further you along in your real estate journey. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, we're going to be doing what's called 30 days of wholesaling houses, where we're going to be doing a video every single day this month showing you step by step on how to make money flipping houses, wholesaling houses in your area. And by the way, for those that don't know me, my name is Saenz. I am a 23-year-old real estate entrepreneur. I started my real estate journey at the age of 18, and over the last few years, I've accomplished things that I could only have dreamed of. Now, if this is your first time watching one of my YouTube videos, again, this is day 5, so click on the channel and find that playlist and start from day 1. Again, my intention with the 30 days of wholesaling houses is to show you step by step how to flip houses in your area, how to make your first check. You know, my first deal was a $13,000 deal, so this business is real. At the age of 18, I thought this was a complete scam, but it turned out it wasn't. This is a legal way to make money, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. All I ask, like this video. It extremely helps us with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below with any questions you have. Let's stay engaged. And without further ado, let's dive into day 5. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. Day 5. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone out there. I hope you guys are excited as me, because over the last 5 days, number one, I've made more videos in 5 days than I have in the last month and a half. So I'm excited to keep the consistency going. I'm excited to provide a lot of information that I've learned over the last few years. And throughout this process, I really hope that, number one, you're taking a lot of notes, you're taking a lot of action, and you're just bettering yourself every single day as a real estate entrepreneur. So let's dive right into it. Guys, so in this video, we're going to be discussing how to find seller leads, the marketing channels, and the importance of marketing. First things first, what is marketing? What is it and how do I do it? Guys, just to keep it very simple, marketing is your ability to provide a service or product to a customer or consumer, right? So by being a real estate investor, the number one question you want to ask yourself is, okay, what service or product do I have to offer? And that's very easy. I'm going to answer for you right now. The service that you are providing is home buying. You're buying properties in your area. So when you announce yourself to the world, to the seller world, to the consumer market, you're letting everybody know that you buy houses. That is the first step to become a real estate investor. You have to realize that you are a walking billboard. I want you to write that down. You are a walking billboard. So the moment that you can accept that as your identity and let everybody know, let your whole family know, let your community know, let your whole gym peeps know, let everybody know that you are a real estate investor. Let people know that you are buying houses. You are a walking billboard. So marketing on the real estate side is just your ability to get in front of people's eyes, get in front of people's awareness, okay, and letting them know that you buy houses. Look, we're not going after 100% of the market. In the wholesaling real estate space, we are targeting 3 to 5%, if that, of the seller market. So with that said, because you're going to be doing a lot of marketing, and I'm going to be explaining the channels in which you should do here shortly, you're going to have to realize that it's only 3 to 5% of 100 people, right? So out of 100 people, if you count the no's that you're going to get a lot of freaking no's, okay? If we're going after 3%, you're going to get 97 no's before you get a yes. But once you get that yes, I promise you that first check, that first transaction that you do is forever going to change your life. And I'm excited because I'm going to be showing you how to do it step by step. Again, I was looking at some analytics on my YouTube channel, and more than half of you are not subscribed to the channel. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to this video, because it's going to help us rank in the algorithm and blow this channel up, because if you're finding this information valuable, there's plenty of other people that will also. So please and thank you guys. So when it comes to the marketing world, every marketer has its targeted prospect. Our prospects are going to be motivated sellers. Now, that's not to say desperate sellers. Again, we operate with ethics, but at the same time, we have to know our target audience, right? And that's going to be motivated sellers. That's going to be somebody in a tough situation, somebody that just inherited a property, doesn't have access to, number one, fix the property, number two, rent it, or the capacity to own it, or the financials to have an extra property, under their belt. So motivated sellers, that's going to include, people that, again, just inherited a property, they have an extra rental, they have a vacant property, or they just don't care or take care of their property. Moving on, marketing is the bloodline of every business. I'm going to keep it short and simple. If you stop marketing, if you don't market, you will not get results in this business. If you don't take on the identity that you are a real estate investor and you buy houses, you're not going to make it in this business, okay? So it doesn't matter how not cool you think it is. For me, I think it's pretty freaking cool that I'm a real estate investor. I buy houses everywhere that I go, and houses or something pops up in the conversation. I let people know, hey, I'm buying houses. Do you happen to know anybody that would consider selling theirs? And I've actually got deals by just conversations of letting other people know that I buy houses. So please, take on that identity. You are a real estate investor. I don't care if you've done 0 deals. You are a real estate investor, and the quicker that you allow everybody around you in your space to know, the quicker that you're going to get results. And just to sum it up, for the importance of marketing equals results. Results equals marketing, okay? Your ability to market consistently and effectively, which I'm going to be showing you step by step in these 30 days of wholesaling houses, but marketing equals results. So with that said, let's move on to the marketing channels, because this is what everyone has been waiting for. All right, guys, here we go. As you can see on the screen, I have a list of paid marketing strategies, paid marketing channels, and then I have a list of free marketing channels. Now, this is not every single channel, but these are the main marketing channels that you're going to begin to be using and starting to use in order to find deals. Now, as you can see here, we're going to start with the main paid marketing channels. Now, this is not in order. This is not in a preference of mine. This is just an overview of every single marketing channel that you're going to be able to choose from to start your real estate business. So number one, direct mail. Guys, so direct mail has been a marketing strategy that real estate investors have been using this strategy for a very long time. Again, this is very effective. A few years ago when I started, everybody was on direct mail, but nowadays in this market, a lot of people have retracted from direct mail. So this is a great way that you can start to market to sellers. How this looks like, and by the way, I personally recommend turboletters.com. I've been using them for about 1.5 years, and their service is absolutely excellent. So turboletters.com has been extremely great to us. And if you go to turboletters.com and you click under products, you can begin to see the type of letters to use in your marketing campaign. So again, they have a ton of information that you can read here. However, we are going to be in the real estate category. So number one, you can begin to use a Google Street View postcard. This is great because it's pretty sweet. So if you look here, we have a picture on the front of the property. So this is pulled with a Google image. So when you send a postcard, it shows the front of the house, and then on the back it shows their message. So it says, dear name, my name is Alex and I'm a real estate investor. You can change the verbiage, but this is where you place an order. But yeah, one of the postcards that we consistently use is the Google Street View postcard, and this is what I definitely recommend. And then also there is also what's called a yellow letter or a professional letter. So a yellow letter is simply a yellow letter, but it looks handwritten. So in real estate, it's called a handwritten yellow letter. And this is consistently used throughout the industry to send to sellers. And actually, let me backtrack a little bit. So you're probably asking yourself, Alex, who do I send these letters to? And the answer is, and this is actually going to be one of the next videos, is we pull list of sellers. So we pull a list of leads from a good resource that I'm going to be recommending in the next few videos, but we pull a list of leads. And for example, if you live in Vegas, we're going to pull 5 to 10,000 records in a few zip codes or your city. And now we have a targeted prospect list that we're going to be marketing to. And how we market to is, for example, by direct mail. So going back to the yellow letter, this is again one of two options that you can use. The professional letter looks like just like a regular printed letter. Professional, you put your logo up here, all the information, and your message is, you know, throughout the letter. Also, there is another letter that you guys can use, and that's just a simple 4x6 postcard, and they have a few different varieties here. So this is called an urgent letter. This works pretty good. But yeah, as you can see, so attention, that's seller name. I urgently need to speak to you about a property at 123 Main Street. Now I will warn you, some of these letters will get a lot of hate calls back because it's kind of scaring them, you know, hey, like it's urgent. So people think that something's wrong or they owe money or something, you know, they think something's going on. So make sure that when you answer these calls, you answer with a lot of compassion and empathy and actually let them know, hey, you know, I'm buying a few houses in the area and I was wondering if you'd be interested in selling yours. Now, again, they do have a few different postcards. You can look at them on your own time and do some more research. This is also a great letter. And then when you begin to go on throughout the business, you can start split testing. And what split testing is, you know, if you want to send 10,000 postcards, you would send 5,000 pink ones, 5,000 yellow ones, and then you see which one works better. Believe it or not, different colors do give you different results in different cities. Now, moving on to our next marketing channel, PPC is referred to as pay-per-click. Pay-per-click is paid ads on Google or Bing search engines where you can pay for ad placement. So I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Guys, so here we're on Google, and so if a seller has to sell their house, a lot of people use their phone or the internet. So some of the keywords that they'll type in is something like buy my house, and then you click search. And now I want you to place close attention to what's on top. So I'm going to highlight everything here and then you're going to see it. So now, as you can see it right there. It says ad. So you can pay for placement of your company and have access to the top position in Google. Now, I will say it is fairly pricey to start this, especially if you're starting off. But again, I want to lay out all the marketing channels, so throughout your journey, you can start coming back to these as you begin to close deals. So as you can see, and I'm not going to click on any of them because they do get charged, and I've had people do that to me. But a lot of these companies will pay you know, a few $1,000s a month or $10,000+ a month to have placement in here. So if a seller types something like buy my house, they pop up, they click on their website, and then now they have the seller's information, which then they can start negotiating. They have a new lead, and then they, you know, begin to try to buy their property. So this is a great way that you can get seller leads. Again, pricey, but I want to give every single marketing channel, so throughout your process you can come back to it. A service that I recommend if you want to start your pay-per-click campaigns, I do not recommend that you do it on your own. I would pay for speed. I mean, you very well can, but for me, I like to focus on the money making activities. I don't want to learn how to do Google AdWords or Bing AdWords. I want to focus on my zone of genius, which is building a company. So again, I personally don't recommend that you go out and learn how to do PPC, pay-per-click. So I always suggest that you hire what you don't know and focus on building a company. And for those that are interested in hiring a pay-per-click campaign manager to run ads for you in your city, I personally recommend digitalmax.com. You can go on digitalmax.com and submit your info, and a rep will reach out to you to start your campaign. And for those that are interested in building a website, again, this is stuff that you can come back to. If you're just starting in business and in your real estate journey, you do not need a website. I promise you do not need a website. I didn't have a website for my first 2 years in business. But if you do want to build a website over time, not now, I recommend my buddy Efren's company. He has a company called Gold Level Marketing, Gold Level Media, and they have built our website, which is actually this one right here. And they did an excellent job, so I highly recommend them. So moving on to the next marketing channel, it's going to be what's called bandit signs. Now, this is going to be the #1 option for a lot of people starting in business. This is the way I started. This is the way that I recommend if you have a budget under $500 or $300 or $200. This is a marketing strategy that I recommend for you to do when you're starting off. Now, what a bandit sign is, it's literally a sign that you put on the corners of the streets that says "We buy houses." I'm sure you've seen them if you try to remember, but on the corners of streets, there's going to be a little sign that says "We buy houses." This is a great way to find motivated sellers. You know, if you put your sign on the streets, you have hundreds and thousands of cars driving through there, they're going to see your sign, and some people will call and try to get an offer on their property, you know, try to sell their property for you. Now, what I recommend is dirtcheapsigns.com. This is a great way for you to order them online. You can go to dirtcheapsigns.com and check them out. Literally, the first one is a We Buy Houses sign, and they have different variations that you can go in and buy. I personally recommend a 12 by 18 on the size. You can write that down. I think the 18 by 24s are too big and they get taken down very fast, but a 12 by 18 is going to work extremely great in your market. So bandit signs are a great way to market to sellers, put yourself in the marketing world, and start attracting sellers to reach out to you via, you know, a phone number. Now, I will say this, Dirt Cheap Signs isn't extremely the cheapest out there. The way you can find really cheap signs is by calling a local print shop in your area. I would call a few local print shops. I would Google local print shops and start making some calls, and you ask them, hey, can you guys make a 12 by 18 real estate sign that says We Buy Houses? But this is a great way to get them extremely cheaper. I would say that for the sign and the stake, so what a stake is it's called an H stake, and it's this right here. So it's what goes in the ground and goes in the sign, and that's what you jank in the ground and you leave it there. But for an H stake and then including the sign, I would look at paying anywhere from $1 to $2.50, depending on the amount of bandit signs that you purchase. But again, dirtcheapsigns.com, this is a great resource for buying bandit signs. I remember when I first started, I went to Hobby Lobby, got some sign material, got some H stakes, and then I literally wrote them myself. So you can also do that. But again, I really believe that if you just pay a little extra, you can get it done in half the time it would take you. Guys, so moving on, another marketing channel that you can begin to use, especially when starting off, is cold calling. Cold calling is literally making calls from your phone. Now, when you begin to cold call, you need a cold calling list, right? And over the next few days, I'm going to be showing you how to pull lists and how to get phone numbers so you can start cold calling. But if you're on a budget, I recommend that you just use your phone and start making manual dials on there. I don't care how many calls you make a day as long as you do them. And now, if you have a little money to play with, I recommend a dialer called ZenCall. And we made a link by the name of All In Dialer. So if you go on allindialer.com, you go to this landing page, and in this landing page, you get $90 a seat to a dialing platform that you can make 3 calls at a time for only $90. Now, if you contact ZenCall directly, they'll charge you like $150 to $200, but we negotiated a deal a few months ago where we give our members, and I'm going to be extending this out to everybody watching this video, where you can get $90 a seat. So go to allindialer.com. You can check out this video right here, but this allows you to make more than 1 call at a time. So how that works, if you have 10,000 leads, the dialer will dial out 3 people at a time. So you're always talking to somebody, and this just increases your productivity when it comes to cold calling for sellers. Now, for the cold calling, I'm going to be making a very detailed video throughout these next 30 days. But again, this is just an overview of all the marketing channels that you can use in your real estate business. Next, marketing channels, and we're going to combine these two. RVM, which is referred to as ringless voicemail. RVM is just an acronym to ringless voicemail. And then we have SMS marketing, which is text messaging marketing. Now, just to be completely honest and upfront, this is riskier marketing because you could be violating a lot of TCPA rules. So if you market, I am not held liable for anything that happens. However, this is a marketing strategy that a lot of real estate investors use to instantly get seller leads. So a service that I recommend is Lead Blast Pro. This is both SMS marketing and RVM marketing. You can check that out. So leadblastpro.com is a platform that you can use for both SMS and RVM. And the cool thing about it is you can get leads instantly. I mean, I can send a text message campaign, you know, in the next 5 minutes, and in the 5 minutes following that, I already have text messages coming back. So this is a great way where you can immediately start to engage with sellers interested in selling their house. So check out Lead Blast Pro on your own time. And moving on to free marketing channels. Now, for the free marketing channels, which was me, because I didn't have a budget to be paying for direct mail or PPC or bandit signs. Actually, I did have a little bit of money for bandit signs, but cold calling, RVM, and SMS, you know, it takes money, it takes time, it takes a lot more knowledge to implement some of those. But for the free marketing strategies, this is a great way to get into the business with zero to little cost. Number 1, Again, driving for dollars. This is, along with bandit signs, this is the best way to get into the real estate space because this requires little to no money. It requires gas money and maybe a few dollars for snacks along the way, right? But driving for dollars is a great way for you to go get your first deal. Now, what driving for dollars is a concept in real estate where you hop into your car and you go and drive around the neighborhood and look for distressed, vacant, messed up, boarded up homes. A lot of the homes that you're going to try to find are going to look like this. So if you look here to the right, you have a nicer house on the right, and you have a super fire damaged home on the left. So if you're driving in the area and you see this property, you want to get the address. Now, if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend any money, you can use Google Maps, pin drop it, write down the address, and then find the numbers and the owners later. I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that. If you do have a small budget to play with, I recommend an app called Deal Machine. Deal Machine is a great app where you can literally pin drop. It gives you the owner's name. It sometimes gives you a phone number, and you can download that app. So it's called Deal Machine. And if you want $40 for free, where you can start to use the app, when you sign up, insert the code FREEDOM. The code FREEDOM is going to give you access to $40 credit, which you can begin to use during the app. But coming back to the screen, so when you're driving, you're going to be looking for properties like this: boarded up, fire damage, broken windows, tall weeds, super messed up properties. I'm sure you can think of some right now, but guys, this is an extremely freaking effective way to get deals. This is how I got my first deal. I saw a boarded up house and I made $13,000 from just driving for dollars. So this is a great way where, number one, if you are doing this with, your son or daughter or your significant other, hop in the car and go and get 100 addresses. And I'm going to be showing you in the next few videos how to find the seller's name and then how to find their phone number so you can contact them in an attempt to buy their property. Moving on to the next one, Craigslist is a great website where you can find seller leads. So you can go to your local Craigslist. I went to the Phoenix Craigslist, but in Craigslist, there's a category that is called housing, and under housing you have a few different subcategories that you can choose from. What I personally recommend in Craigslist to contact sellers and make offers and try to find discounted properties is going to be the for rent section. Again, the for rent section is going to be great. A lot of these people are posting their property to rent it. This is where you can come in. Hey, would you consider selling your property? I'm a real estate investor and I can pay cash and close in 10 days. So, and again, and the sales pitches, I'm going to be going over them in the next, handful of videos. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you can get instant access to when those videos come out. So back to Craigslist. Again, the for rent section is great. So you go to apartment housing, and this is apartments and housing for rent. You're going to go down here and click on housing type. And this is where we want to buy houses. So you're going to click on house. You can also click on condos, duplexes, and then you literally update the search, and now you have a bunch of for rent listings where you can go into each individual post and literally contact the seller by just a click of a button, and I think their number pops up. There it is. So this is their number. Do not call this guy because he's probably going to get mad that we're showing his listing on YouTube with thousands of people on it. But look, this is where you get the number, you call the seller, and this is where you begin to shine as a real estate investor. Hey, I saw your listing on Craigslist. I know you're renting the property. I'm buying a few in the area. Would you ever consider selling the property? Something as simple as that. Gauge the interest, find out what they would take for it. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to talk to sellers in the next few videos. So again, make sure you're subscribed. Moving on to Zillow offers. Zillow.com is a great website where you can also find for rent listings and then for sale listings. So in Zillow.com, you can go to the buy or rent section, and under the buy, you can do for sale by owner. You can click on that. I also have a YouTube video where I explain that thoroughly, and then you can go on for rent by owner. You can go, houses for rent, and literally start calling every house for rent. And again, making sure that you're calling these sellers and asking them if they consider selling their property for cash. Next free marketing channel is FSBO.com. That stands for sale by owner.com. This is another website where you can go and contact for sale by owners. And again, try to contact them in order to buy their property for a discount. So this is FSBO.com. You can go and search any city that you would like. You can go to Phoenix and then you'll get a listings of all the properties for sale. I would definitely filter down the criteria so it's houses. And then also FSBO.com also has a sister website, which is FRBO, which stands for rent by owner. So forrentbyowner.com is another website that you can go to find free seller leads to target. Moving on to our next free marketing strategy, it's going to be referrals. Referrals, again, and I explained this in the beginning of this video, you got to let everybody know that you buy houses. Referrals are going to be you letting your neighbor know that you buy houses, and then them referring one of their sisters or aunts or cousins to you for you to buy their property. So referrals is just a word of mouth game. Let everybody know that you buy houses. A really simple strategy that I've actually mentioned this to a handful of people and they've gotten deals is write down in a notepad 100 people you know, call every single one of them and let every single one of them know, hey, I buy houses. If you happen to refer somebody to me and I buy their house, I'll give you $500. I'll give you $1,000. Incentivize them with $500, $1,000, and then they're going to be doing the marketing for you. So if you let 100 people know and then they start telling everybody and you get a deal that you get under contract, you end up assigning the property and you make $10, $15, $30, $40,000, you can give them $500. So letting everybody know, hey, I buy houses. Again, the strategy is write down 100 people that you know, contact every single one of them, let them know that you buy houses, and if they refer anybody to you and you buy their house, you'll give them a small referral fee. Guys, last but not least, Facebook groups. Facebook groups are a great way for you to market to homeowners. So here we are in my Facebook group. Feel free to add me if you want. But in Facebook, there's groups that are called yard sale groups, garage sale groups. So if I go to Phoenix AZ, I'm just clicking on a random one. I think I'm part of this one. Okay, so Phoenix AZ buy sell trade. So here you have 64,000 right here, 64,000 members all over Phoenix. Some groups allow you to post and some don't. Sometimes you can contact the admin of the group and they'll, for maybe a small fee or a small incentive, they will allow you to post in the group. But guys, this is free marketing. You have 64,000 people that you can market to. I would make a post. You can make a cool little picture of We Buy Houses with your information on it. And you can start to post this in groups like this and people will contact you. I've showed a few people how to do this in some of our courses, and literally people have landed over $50,000 deals from just posting in Facebook. So you can go on any group in your area. I mean, you can go to like Las Vegas buy and sell. So they're buy and sell groups. So Las Vegas buy and sell, and here you have 32,000 members that you can market to. 32,000. You join the group. I mean, this looks like a sponsored post. You can contact the admin and see if they can sponsor your home buying post. This is literally free marketing that you can use to find motivated sellers to make an extra $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month by just implementing a strategy like this. Guys, so with that said, that is it for this video. This video was a little long, but I want to make sure that I can provide every single detail about the business that I can provide. I could have dragged this video on for a few hours. I have so much information in my mind that I want to get to you guys. But again, thank you so much for following me during these 30 days of wholesaling houses. I hope you found this video very, number one, informative, and number two, very valuable. And again, all I ask is you like, comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It helps us rank. So the more people that I can help impact, the more that I can continue with my purpose to helping a ton of people just become millionaires through wholesaling houses. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it. And by the way, we do have a podcast where we have over 50 episodes that you can dive into literally right now. So you can find the link in the description. And also make sure that you text YouTube to the number below where we can stay in contact back and forth. You can ask me any questions on there. Also, if you would like to join our Facebook group, All in Wholesaling, you can find the link in the description. And you can join that for absolutely free. Again, All in Wholesaling Facebook group in the description. And with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in day 6. Peace.